Alright guys, so another new week of camping. Got some new things to try tonight. Pretty excited about those. Definitely should be a little bit of a throwback to some childhood days. It is an extremely nice day out. And it is full-blown full-blown spring now. It's finally warming up. About every day now, even pretty warm at night. So pretty excited. Right now, the thermostat, that doesn't sound right, thermostat, weather checker, I don't know, whatever you call it in here that tells you the temperature outside, it's currently reading 75, but we're definitely getting later into the spring now. Well, not later, we're good enough into the spring now to where it's getting humid out. So definitely breaking a sweat outside, but definitely excited. But I am 19 miles to eat, so I gotta find a gasoline station pretty immediately. And I actually do not have to go to the grocery store today. That will be nice. All the items that I have, I found the last time I was at the store, and I knew I wanted to try them on the channel, so I grabbed those up. No chance of rain again, but we know how that goes, so probably gonna snow tonight. Apparently there's something in the back of the truck doing backflips. But yeah, okay, first off, gas station, and then camp. Stay tuned. Well, I was wrong. I forgot water. Did have to make one more stop. All right, got some water, paper towels, a couple drinks. Now, I think we may be good to go. Okay, now we're off. All right, we have officially arrived. Looks like we have a little creek down here. You guys know I'm a pretty big fan of being near the water. Appears to be a little low, but I'll take it. This is a dispersed camping area. And it is Wednesday, and there's plenty of people here, which I kind of figured, it being so nice out. It is almost perfect for me. It's more mountainous here, so it's cooled down a couple degrees compared to home. Still just a touch of warmness in the air for my liking, but pretty close. Yeah. Pretty nice spot. Don't hear anything but the creek. There are a couple more spots like right over there. I'm hoping nobody rolls in and takes those, but I don't know, they're back in that corner, so not too bad. But I do have to round up a little firewood. I have some. I do need a touch more, I think. Fire pit is, I don't know, a touch disheveled. I think that's a word. So I'll touch that up, round up a little more wood. Got a few hours of daylight. Dinner's not too complicated, so that shouldn't take too long. And I don't think I forgot anything else. Maybe an all right evening. All right, time for some more firewood. So we've got a pretty cool little spot back here. Got a little fire pit going. Well, I will say it's pretty cool, but it is mountain like runoff water. I thought it'd be a lot colder than that. That is not bad at all. Feels pretty nice actually. We're about time to get in there. Pretty excited for that. Oh, that broke my ankle. I'd rather not do that today. All right, rounding up a little more firewood. Got a few pieces laying over here maybe. Get back to camp, I have a new adult beverage to try. But yeah, I think that'll about do it for now. So I'm gonna grab up these last couple pieces and head back. All right, I would say that that's plenty of firewood for one night for just me. Fire's burning nice and hot, especially after carrying and cutting all that wood. Not a lot, but it was enough. I got a little sweat going. I think it is time to try a new drink. Yep, doing that. All right, so this week we have another brand new beverage. Shipyard Portland, Maine Explorer Hazy White IPA. Proud pioneers of original American craft. 12 ounces. Shipyard Brewing Company, Portland, Maine. Already said that. 5.9. So, slightly strong, nothing too crazy. It's been sitting for just a second. I don't know if you could see that. You can there for sure. There's definitely something in there. It's all right. It's been sealed. Just gonna not necessarily shake it. We're just gonna gently tip it. Kind of right there. There, it's breaking loose. Just kind of tip it a little bit. Oh, I brought a mug. Yep. It's not a completely clear one, but it is a mug. I know it's not like glass and see-through. I'm not much of like a mug guy. I think I got like maybe one glass one somewhere. I don't know. I can't find it. But we'll try that. Kind of give you like an idea of what it looks like. I'm guessing being a white hazy IPA, it's not going to be super light. I'm not going to be able to pour this one-handed at all. No, I'm not doing it. Try it with two hands. See how that goes. Much easier. It's a bigger mug than I remember. It's 12 ounces, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a 24-ounce mug. I've had this cup forever. That's why it kind of looks a little weathered. It smells pretty heavy of IPA. That is not half bad. I'm not an expert, so I don't know like all the characteristics of all the IPAs, but I'm going to assume that a hazy white must be a little bit smoother in the front at the beginning. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, I don't know. I was going to say it has less of a bite when you first take a sip, but maybe not. I don't know. It's good. I mean, it's definitely an IPA, don't get me wrong. You can definitely tell. They don't really have much of a description. I kind of like the artwork. It's like a little dude with some facial hair and some glasses. It's got like one of them fuzzy hoods on. It looks like me in the wintertime, kind of frozen. Anyway, yeah, not too shabby. Not like a super bad or long-lasting like aftertaste. Not the best IPA I've ever had. Not the worst. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's probably like a 6.5. Definitely easily in the 6s. There is just a touch more of like a harshness. I don't know what that means. I don't think that means harshness in anybody's language, but there is a little bit of a bite in there. But that's to be expected with an IPA. Anywho, you've probably heard that fire crackling. I need to throw a little bit more wood on there. It's burning down pretty good. So I would say maybe shortly after I finish my beverage, it might be time to start cooking. Definitely plenty of light left. But dinner should not take long, but I'm hoping that it will be tasty. All right, so fire's going pretty good. So I think I'm gonna start getting ready to cook. Now, this is gonna be super easy. Like, can't get much easier. But I have some new soups to try. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Old El Paso makes soups now. No clue. I don't think they've been doing it very long because it says new. Jalapeno chicken noodle soup. There is 220 calories per the can. 2 servings? Yeah, about 2 servings in the whole can. It doesn't say that it's super hot, but I'm going to assume that jalapeno should have a kick, right? Yeah, you just literally put this in a pan and heat it up. Or in the microwave, heat it up. And it's got the easy top opener thing. So yeah, it's about the easiest dinner you can find, but I like some of Old El Paso's products. I think this should be pretty good. Now, of course, one little tiny bowl of soup is not going to do it. It's not tiny. It is 18.5 ounces. Someone overdo it, like always, but I found another one. Campbell's now has a ghost pepper chicken noodle soup. Fiery heat from Ghost Pepper. See, now this one, the Old El Paso doesn't say anyway fiery or hot or crazy or set your hair on fire. That does say fiery heat. So I'm expecting more of a kick out of this one. This is also 2 servings per container. This one's 280. What is it, 220? Yeah. So this one's a little higher in the calories, but should be good. I don't know, this one, what did I say? 18.5, 18.6 ounces. So they're about the same thing, a few more calories. I had a viewer, if you're watching, comment below, tell me to try this. I've seen some other people try this. It's kind of like a, not a big deal, but you know, it's getting around. So I thought I'd give it a shot. The viewer that told me about it said it does have a kick, so I'm pretty excited to try that. So, got the grate on. Want to just dump one in the pot and let it start heating. All right, I think what we're going to do, because I am expecting less heat out of it, I think we're going to start with the Old El Paso. See what it looks like here. Nice big chunks of carrot. Plenty of noodles. That smells really good. It smells kind of like a Mexican food would smell, like cumin, or I don't know. I don't even know what's in this. Salt, spice, flavoring, onion powder, garlic, parsley, jalapeno. Yeah, it just smells really good. Set that off to the side. That is really hot, and that'll probably be boiling in 2 minutes. Almost forgot the lid. Probably don't need it. For the other part of the meal, I'm gonna use one of these. I'm sure you guys have seen these. A lot of people have. I have not used one of these in so long. This one's very old, if you can tell. But yeah, you just kind of make you a sandwich in here, put it on the fire, and call it good. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but use mayonnaise on your bread instead of butter. I'm sure this isn't new to like a lot of people. This thing's been around for a minute now. But you put the mayo on your bread just like you would your butter. Alright? I just carry the package because it's easier instead of carrying like a jar. But anyway, just kind of smear that around, throw it down, you know, on your surface. Let that cook. So we'll do that on that one. I definitely put entirely too much, but I do not want it to burn. Yeah, that's a lot. And these, I go to the edge, just because if you've ever used one of these, you know the edges can get a little dark. So I get nice, full coverage. Then, gonna lay it down there, then make a huge mess. Then, I'm going with your cheese of choice. I'm going just plain old American, but I am going to double it up. Almost forgot one step. I was going to use garlic on there because I've done that before with butter, and it kind of gives it like a garlic bread, Texas toast kind of vibe. So I'm going to try that. Now we're going to go in with our other piece of bread. A little more mayo. I need just a touch more than that. Go ahead and kind of get that spread from edge to edge. Going with our garlic on the other side now. Something about like that. Now we want to close this thing up, kind of like so. Clamp your little hook deal, and it's ready for the fire. Now, a lot of people just throw these right in the coals, but I don't want this to burn. I don't know if it'll be safe down there or not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I'm going like right there. Keep a good check on it. Soup's starting to bubble a little bit. Now, I know what you're saying. Why don't you just use the skillet? You got a cooking grate. Just want to do something different. Normally I would just use a good non-stick or a cast iron, grease it up real good, throw it around the cooking grate. Makes a great grilled cheese every time. But it gets boring. I got to mix it up a little bit. I've not used one of those in, I don't know, quite a few years. So we're going to see how we do. Last time I tried it, I may have burned it a touch. You got to keep an eye on those things because you can't see it like you can in a skillet. So don't let it burn. All right, soup is plenty hot enough. That's going to burn me. Indefinitely, that's going to burn me. So I'm going to set it to the side. And we're going to go in with this and let it heat up while we try the first one. So definitely right off the bat, noticeably red in color compared to the other one. Otherwise, pretty similar. Carrots, noodles, all that good stuff. Okay, so I've given that 7 seconds to cool off. So let's see how bad I can burn myself. That bowl's hot. I shouldn't try this yet. I'll blow on it. That seems to help. I know one thing I've learned this trip is it is officially time for bug spray because I'm getting eaten alive. And every time I turn this camera on, Vin Diesel fires up his race car and tries to race someone for pinks. I don't know why. So let's see what we got going on here. Noodle, chicken, broth. Lost the noodle, chicken and broth. to get kind of everything. There we go. Everything in one bite. This is gonna hurt. Yep, painful. Oh. Those did nothing at all. Way too hot to even taste. I don't even know what that was or what happened. Okay, try again. That wasn't even like a boil, like it was barely bubbling. Thought it's not gonna be that hot. It was that hot. Okay, that's better. I got flavor that time instead of third-degree burns in my mouth, so that's better. It's almost cool enough to where a human could eat that, almost. It is really good. Definitely tasty, a lot of flavor. It has a kick, but I definitely feel like the ghost pepper is going to have a lot more. It's not even hot like fresh jalapeno. If you ever just sliced it and put it right on a sandwich or something like that, it's more of like maybe a pickled jalapeno heat, or like if you get banana peppers in the jar, like the hot ones, like kind of tingles a little heat, nothing crazy, but it is good. If you like heat and you don't like to burn your tongue clear off, I would give this one a shot. So by now, I've surely burned my grilled cheese to oblivion. It's hard. It'll just disintegrate. And the soup is probably burned too. So I better go check on that. All right. Big reveal on the grilled cheese. I checked it a couple times. It didn't look like it was burning completely. So let's see. I mean, that's definitely how I like my grilled cheese. We'll check the other side. A little darker, but still, I will take that. Because I have burned grilled cheeses plenty enough times to where that is definitely acceptable. I think what we're going to do is we'll just pocket knife this thing right across. Because you got to do it diagonally. It just doesn't count if you do it side to side. This is better. I don't think anyone knows why. But I agree. It's better this way for some reason. Okay, see how we did. Even that side being a little too done. It definitely has that Texas toast, garlic bread kind of vibe to it. I think it's time to try our other soup. Okay, so I'm going to use a plate. That's still hot. I can feel it through there. It's definitely too hot. Definitely noticeably red. I'm still just getting completely eaten alive with bugs. By far the most unenjoyable part of this trip. Anyway, so let's see how bad I can burn myself on round number 2. I don't know if you see that steam or not, but it's there. Yep. Still too hot. Better than last time. That, or I've just burned off the sensation of my tongue from the last time. I don't know yet. Definitely didn't blow on that one long enough. Wow. This one definitely has a little more kick to it than the other. I mean, ghost peppers are, you know, obviously hotter than a jalapeno. So I figured that. It's really good though. Yeah, I like that flavor. That's not bad at all. I did not expect that one to have as good a flavor as it does. Oh, and I still got some grilled cheese left. You know, you got to give it that dunk. Well, good news is the handle's finally cool enough to touch. Oh yeah, everything in that bite. That's a pretty tasty soup. Those are definitely bigger cans than I thought. So I'm probably not going to be able to finish both of those. But that's a close one. Both very good. Obviously, heat-wise, Campbell's wins, which I like a lot more kick to my food. So for the heat, of course, I'm going Campbell's. But flavor-wise, well, it's a tough one. I may even have to give Campbell's the edge on that one too. I'd have either one again, for sure. So, let me know what you guys think. I know a couple of you have had the Campbell's, but you guys had the other one? Let me know which one you like better. If you have any heat tolerance at all, like just a little bit, you'll be fine with that Old El Paso, because I've put in like a little bit too much black pepper on my food and have been around that, you know. Definitely tolerable, nothing too crazy. The Campbell's, still, it's not that crazy. It sounds scary because of ghost pepper, but it's not bad. Like, if you can handle, I don't know, a little bit too much sriracha on your food, or, I don't know. Not like Tabasco, but like maybe a step up from that hot sauce. Like, if you can handle that on your food, you can handle that. That's definitely not like full strength ghost pepper. So, I don't know. Best way I can think to describe it. So, give those a shot. Like I said, they are filling. I don't know that I would try them both in one day like I did, unless you're good with leftovers, because I have a lot left. Yep, officially too much. I'm not doing it. I mean, I had like half of each, but what we're going to do, we're just going to mix them, because I'm not dirtying up a whole nother bowl to store it. I think we're going to take a little stroll down to the creek, do some dishes. I'm not sure what I'm seeing over there. Oh, I saw it. I also don't even know if I can get to it. It's like a toy car with some little figurines. All right, I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna go ahead and do some dishes first though. Good as new. All right, see if I can make that little leap without completely falling down. This is not going to end well. All right, what do we have here? That, I want to say, is an old wrestler, like WWF stuff. He looks familiar. I don't know. I think he's got back problems. All right. I'm not sure what that one is. Also, not sure what that one is. Kind of feel bad that kid left his toys behind, but should have kept better care of his toys. What a sucker. I've got hours worth of fun now. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, and yep, they're settled in for the night. I knew that was too good to be true, because up that way, people. Before me, people. And there's like 1, 2, 3 or 4 spots just like right here. So I figured I wouldn't be alone all night. Oh well. Still, I have a couple adult beverages left. A really nice fire. The bugs have died down a little. They're still kind of chewing on me a lot, but it's better. Still, plenty of firewood. Oh yeah, that is a good fire. Well, that appears to be the last of the firewood. Other than that, one last piece. Pretty tuckered out. I think it's about time for some bed. Good night, little fellas. Alright guys, good morning. And it is a nice one. A couple clouds in the sky, but mostly sun. It's like the perfect temperature, like not chilly at all, not humid yet. It is a good one, and the bugs are already going to start. So not a perfect one because of that, but still, I'll take it. Slept pretty well. I woke up, I think, once, but cracked that side window, had one little like comforter on me, good to go. And I'm ready for a coffee. This is another one of those Bones coffees, so I just grabbed them all because I didn't know if I'd see them again. This one's called the Electric Unicorn Cold Brew Latte, fruity cereal flavor. Pretty cool artwork. 210 calories. These guys are out of Florida. You guys already know all that if you've been watching recently. Fruity cereal flavored. Premium coffee. Sounds interesting. I used to like Fruity Pebbles. Does not smell like that. We'll see what it tastes like it. I didn't shake it much. I just kind of cracked it. Give it a little stir. No. Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. That doesn't taste like fruity cereal at all. Ooh. That's really bad. Did anybody test this before they like released it? That may be the worst coffee I've had ever, maybe. Or close to it. Ooh. If there's fruit flavoring in there, it's rotten fruit. Kind of what it tastes like. It tastes like rotten fruit that someone's like rubbed around in an ashtray. That's really bad. That wasn't cheap, so I'm gonna fight it down. But I'll say this, I think that may be one of the few coffees I've ever had that I would not finish, I think. I expected, like, you know, after you eat a bowl of like Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops or something, what that milk flavoring is. I was hoping like that with like a little bit of a coffee flavor. It's not it at all. That's pretty bad. I would for sure never get that again. Not ever. I would definitely drink water first. I don't even know what to rate that. Like, I can swallow it without like completely heaving it back up. I guess it's better than a 1, but it's not a 2. That may be, give like a 1.5. I don't know that I could actually go that low on a rating. Yeah, that's not even a 2. That's awful. I don't know. I mean, if you like the description that I just gave, I guess try it, but I probably wouldn't. Anyways, I'm done rambling about this gross coffee. I'm just going to finish it, get it over with, and clean up what little bit of mess I had. There's not much, actually. Guess that's one perk of the easy dinner. I'll just dirty it up like, what, a pot and that little sandwich maker. So yeah, definitely a nice, easy dinner. Something good for camp. A lot of people don't like to overcomplicate things and make lasagna at camp, or you know what I mean. So, nice little easy soup and sandwich. Definitely nostalgic, I'll say. Definitely brought me back to being like 11, 12, you know what I mean? Being home from school and watching The Price is Right or Wheel of Fortune and having a little chicken noodle soup and a grilled cheese for lunch. I think that I may be in the mood for breakfast. I'm not sure. I didn't bring anything to make breakfast with because I knew I had to get up and get kind of moving today. I do have a few things to do. But I may have a minute to hit a drive-through if I can find something new, maybe that I've never had. I don't know. Stick around. Let's see if we can find something. Let me get my mess cleaned up and we'll get on the road. Alright guys, so we have landed at Wendy's. Well, I'm not there now, but you know what I mean. Saw that they had a new breakfast burrito. Pretty big fan of breakfast burritos, so I thought I'd stop and give that a shot. And I thought that I'd read on the menu, they said something about Cholula hot sauce. They gave me two. I am a fan of that. I didn't even get to do a hot sauce this week. Well, I could have, but the soup's supposed to be spicy anyway, so I kind of wanted to see how spicy they were on their own. It's a fairly large burrito. By the way, don't eat and drive. This is a terrible idea. I don't know why I didn't just pull over and stop, but give this thing a shot. This is all going to be tortilla first bite or two. You can get bacon or sausage. I'm more of a sausage person when it comes to fast food places because the bacon is never consistent. I don't like it when you get it where it just like, you can tell it's just been heated up and it's like all floppy. Got like a little crunch on mine, or it's like all fat or whatever. The sausage just seemed to be more consistent and like kind of worth it to me. I got a little bit of something that bite, not much. But it said it comes with the meat of your choice, egg, cheese, and seasoned potatoes. There is some flavor in there. I don't know what it's coming from. Some kind of seasoning, I'm guessing the potatoes. The sausage, you know, it has some flavor to it. It's not like overly seasoned. They did not distribute the ingredients very well. I like it when it's like even front to back. You get a bite of everything, you know what I mean? Everything in one bite. Cholula is good, of course. It's definitely not the best breakfast burrito I ever had. It's not terrible. It's bigger than I thought. Sometimes they're kind of dinky. I don't think they put a whole lot of the potatoes in there, but what bite of the potatoes I did get were good. Because I'm a pretty big fan of potatoes in my breakfast burritos. I finally have the taste of that gross coffee out of my mouth, at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a terrible burrito. I would have it again. I feel like if I was at Wendy's, though, the breakfast Baconator is probably better. I didn't check like price comparison, but I know this thing was $5. Not awful, but I don't know. I don't think it's a $5 burrito. I think I'd give that like a 6.2 maybe. If they would have distributed the ingredients a lot more evenly, a little heavier on the potatoes, could have definitely been closer to a 7. But I guess I'm going to finish that guy off. continue my journey home. I don't know if you guys can even notice in the video or not that I didn't have my my bed box under the mattress. That's because it is currently under construction, making a few changes to the truck. So check out next week's video for that if you'd like to see some work on the truck with a side of camping. Definitely some improvements that I want to do. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Definitely appreciate you guys coming along this time. Always enjoy having you guys along. And yeah, thanks for watching.